So my process for my significant learning project, I started with the domain name I already had, hebromag.com, and I had to buy hosting for it. So I ended up settling on DreamHost. And this is where I ran into my first roadblock because I had to figure out how to switch the name serve over from Namecheap to DreamHost, and that took me a little bit. That was one of the new technologies I had to learn how to use, which is the hosting. But once I figured out how to switch it over, I could start editing. So what I did is in DreamHost, it has their remixer is their editing software. So I went in and I started just creating a very basic site for it. And I went and created the basic site. I did all this, and then I went ahead and exported it to WordPress. And this is where I ran into my next roadblock because I exported it to WordPress. So it is online. I'll go ahead and pull it up. It's online, and this is what the site looks like right now with just the basic remixer site that I created. But I had this problem of I couldn't do any editing. The basic editing, I could do a edit page, which is this right here, and all it would let me do is like edit these little things or the picture. It wouldn't let me like create a new theme. It wasn't saving any of the work that I did. I would click publish and it wouldn't let me do anything. When I would try to customize it, I would just get this blank screen and I couldn't see anything that I was doing. And so even in the dashboard, I was used to using this stuff because I had created a site through WordPress before and it wasn't letting me do anything that I wanted. So I ended up going back to this page and I created a new site, and that is what this is. And I started just editing my own site in here, and so I'm going to show you what I started doing to create the site. I wanted to, for the project, create the online version of a physical magazine I created my last semester of undergrad. So this is what I've done. So I started with just making home, about us, contact, and contribute pages. I also, on the homepage, created a navigation bar to the different departments of the magazine. Have some just about us on this page. I still have some stock text because a magazine, if I just contributed only my stories and articles and photos, that's not what a magazine is. It has content from much different people. So this page ideally would have more stories and articles and photos from others. I also have the about page. So just ideally I would want a team picture here, more about the magazine, and then profiles with bios and photos of people who work for the magazine. So editor-in-chief, associate editor. I'd want, you know, profiles for photographers, copy editors, writers, etc. I also created just a contact page where people could contact the magazine. The contribute page is also the submission page, so just telling people they can submit, what guidelines they need to follow to submit, how it works, etc. More ways to contact the magazine. One of the departments I made already was the reading playlist, which is just a playlist of songs people should listen to while reading the magazine. This issue, the theme is on the horizon. Ideally, I could link to some of the songs in the reading playlist. Another department I made is just Welcome to Bookend, which is your one-stop shop for poetry, fiction, book reviews, and more. So I uploaded one short story I had written, a poem, and then had some photos at the bottom. And ideally, there would be other people contributing to this page as well with their book reviews and stories, etc. And then I also just went ahead and created the pages. I haven't designed them yet for some of the other departments. One thing that's nice about this site that I like is that you can click on an department and then decide where you want on this page for it to open up at. So Brain Boss will open up to the Brain Boss page. Bookend will open up Welcome to Bookend. So it's taken me a while to get used to editing this site, but it is working out well so far, and I'm excited to finish the rest of it. It's taking longer than I anticipated, but it's going smoothly since I ironed out some of the details and problems I had to begin with. For this last part, I'm just going to show you how I design one of the pages and then just talk about what I've learned this semester through this project. So I'm on the Dear Miss Hepburn page. So I'm just going to go ahead and name the page what I want it to be called, and then just make the type the same as the other pages, just so everything is consistent and looks the same. I've already uploaded some pictures. Sometimes it takes a little bit to work. Really, it's just a trial and error a lot of the time. One thing I've learned just is to be patient with this technology because it's very finicky and very limited in what you can do. You can't resize the pictures. If you want to resize them, like, you're going to end up getting white on either side. So that's very annoying. So a lot of the pictures I do have, I can't even use. So that does limit me in that. So that picture looks good. So on this page, I'm going to keep these boxes right here because this can be used as the spot where people can write in and get answers, because it's a German Skype page, so people like writing about the problems or what they like about the magazine. This section is that, and then I can just add more as I get them. So there's some more. I'm going to delete some of the stuff that I don't want on this page. One other thing that I've learned, again, is how finicky it is. So a lot of the time it doesn't do what I want it to do. It's very limited in what you can add to the pages, which is annoying. So just learning how to be creative with what is offered, then just gonna, make a little section about what this page is about. Just gonna leave this for now because I don't know what I want to say. But yeah, just learning how to be more understanding of myself when it comes to, technology is harder to learn than I thought it was, especially what I've learned. I thought this was going to be a pretty easy project, and it wasn't. I thought I could finish it this semester, and obviously I didn't because it was a lot harder to do than I originally anticipated, but it's been a good process, and I've enjoyed it so far.